Coming up for you on today's ATV, are you seeing double? Landon and Keon take a look at twins here at Arlington.
Up next, we have a sports package about football team captains.
We're also going to learn more about midterm voting.
Welcome to the show. I'm Hudson Criswell.
And I'm Carly Britt. Today is October 18th.
Thanks for joining us.
ATV starts now. Seniors, who in our class is most comical, most attractive, or even best take home to mom? Start thinking about these soon because voting is coming up for senior superlatives.
Tigers, if you're in a club, then don't forget to bring your club t-shirts next Tuesday for Club Picture Day. Also, seniors, do you want to get more money for college? Then email Miss Simmons to sign up in the library to learn tips, tricks, and strategies to improve your ACT score and to prepare yourself for the ACT on October 30th. Good luck, seniors. November 6th is coming up, and for those of you who don't know, it's Election Day.
To learn more about midterm voting, we go live to reporter Eric at the window. Eric?
Let's take a look at how you can vote in the midterm elections.
Midterm election for senator is coming up, and we want to remind you if you're 18 to go and vote. Here are some questions we asked students and teachers about the midterm voting.
I'm guessing. I'm going to say Phil Bredesen because unlike, I'm just judging based on the political ads I've seen. I know a lot more about what Phil Bredesen is than what Marshall Blackburn is. Because if you don't vote, then something that you might not agree with happens, and then you think, oh, why didn't this person come in? No, you don't have permission if you don't vote to say something that you disagree with.
Well, I do care about politics, I think. But one, I teach government, and two, I think it's very important for people to be involved in government and know what's going on and paying attention to politics. Because if you don't pay attention, that's when people can take advantage of you. It's important because, one, you're going to see a lot more young people that have turned out to vote in a long time. And also, things are really divisive in the country right now. A lot of partisan divide, Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal. And so you're going to see a lot of people coming out to vote. And what I'm interested to see how people end up voting, what side they come out on. Everybody should be voting in every election, not just this one. It's important. You're a citizen. It's your right to vote, and you should exercise that right to vote. Maybe not be involved in politics, but maybe pay attention to politics, be aware of what's going on in society and what's going on in government. Yes, because most of your everyday life takes place here, and what the people that are in charge, your public officials around here, impact you more on a daily basis because they are going to be on this earth for a long time, and they're going to be part of the country for a long time, and they're only getting older, and so they need to be paying attention to what's going on so that they are active as citizens and that they are aware of what's going on in society. So they need to pay attention, get out there, participate, and be a part of the process.
No, because I don't have time for politics. I don't think we really should because we're teenagers and we got sports and other stuff to focus on, so I don't think that's really a priority.
Because it's our future.
Your opinion counts, so make sure you come out and vote. Now back to you guys at the desk.
The Arlington Tigers football regular season is coming to an end. They are standing with a record of 5-3 and will be playing one of their last district games tonight against Cordova and the other next week against Collierville. Make sure you come out and support the football team because these games will be very critical in playoff seeding. Go Tigers.
We went to find out what that's like to be in a twin at AHS. Let's see what our twins had to say.
It's like having a best friend with you all the time and hanging out with you.
How was life going over the tour?
You never got bored. Yeah, you always had some. Yeah, there's a lot of competition, man.
Was it like having a best friend?
Not exactly. Sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah, we like each other. Sometimes we fight though, but Still brothers.
Did you choose that all
If you see a twin around AHS, make sure to say hello because being a twin is super cool. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Keelan. And now we have a new segment for you called Principal Problems, where we visit with one of our administrators and what issues they need to address.
Good morning. I guess one of the biggest administrator problems I have is just the lack of respectful language used by students these days. And right behind them, it's just students need to learn how to use respectful language towards each other and in the hallway as well. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is the student language when they're away from home, away from parents in this day and time. So if students could work on that and fix that problem, not create a bad perception of yourself, that would be great. Thank you.
Hey Tigers, I'm Jackson Wesson, and here's what's making news this week. On October 10th, Hurricane Michael made landfall on the coast of Florida. The Category 4 hurricane was the third most intense Atlantic hurricane to make landfall in U.S. history in terms of pressure. The storm caused an estimated $8 billion in damage, and as of now, there have been 34 recorded deaths. As Florida tries to recover from this devastation, please keep the people that were affected by the hurricane in your thoughts. In other news, over the break, the Senate voted to have Brett Kavanaugh sworn in as an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States. He was nominated on July 9th by our President Donald Trump, and he was sworn in as the 114th Justice of the Supreme Court. And lastly, on November 1st, the online retail company Amazon is expected to raise its minimum hourly wage from $11 to $15. This will impact 250,000 current workers and also 100,000 seasonal workers. This rate will be more than double the federal minimum wage, which has been $7.25 for almost a decade. I'm Jack Wesson. Now back to you at the desk.
The NBA season is underway, and the Memphis Grizzlies are hungrier than ever. Rookie forward Jared Jackson hopes to bring excitement back to the FedEx Forum. The first home game is tonight against the Atlanta Hawks. The Grizzlies hope to come back from a disappointing loss in the season opener against the Pacers. It will be a long season, so make sure you stay tuned. Now let's take a quick break.
We'll be right back after this PSA by Colin Blade.
We got called down here to the Arlington High School. Seems a bunch of people have been parking without their parking passes on. Okay, that's against school policy. You see, if you park without a parking pass, really, if you haven't bought one yet, it's a $50 fine. Now you see, if you have a parking pass but you don't have it, then other disciplinary actions can be detained, as in suspension or... Who is that? See that? Speeding into a lot and no parking pass. That's a fine. Can't believe you. Get out of my school.
At Arlington, we have a fantastic football team, but do you know who's the team captain? We'll show you who they are and what they do.
Many of you guys know that our football team has a captain, but many of you guys might not know that there's 3 captains. We asked them, what does the captain of the football team do?
Pretty much lead the team, and if you're a captain on the football team, before the game starts, you go out for a coin toss, and you choose heads or tails and all that type of stuff.
We also asked them, how did you become captain of the football team?
I got voted on by the players and the coaches. It's just you, if you're interested in it, they let you get voted, and then it goes to teachers at school and everything. It's just a bunch of people. It's not just like the seniors pick. It's not really a popularity contest either. So it's just all voting wise.
Lastly, we asked them if being the captain of the football team is just for show or it actually means something to them.
It kind of goes both ways. You're put up there to represent the team as the leader, but at the same time, as captain, you're thought of highly. So they expect you to do things that other people on the team will not do, and they expect you to lead. And say your team is having a bad practice, they expect you to be the one to get them energized. They expect you to be that voice, or they expect you to be responsible for what goes on the team also. Like, say there's a fight goes on the field, you're going to be the one that's supposed to break it up. Say you're having a miscommunication on what play, what to do, then you're going to be the one to say, all right, let's work it out, let's talk it over, let's not get angry with each other, let's just figure it out and fix it.
We wish them the best of luck in their future games. Now, here's a look at the weather.
My name's Corntig, your favorite meteorologist, with this week's weather. We've had a significant change of weather from last week to this week. Today is mostly cloudy with a high of 65 and a low of 53 and a 20% chance of rain. Tomorrow will be partly cloudy with a high of 66 and a low of 38 and a 20% chance of rain. Sunday will be sunny with a high of 56 and a low of 35 with no chance of rain. It's going to be a cold weekend, Tigers. Well, that's all for the weather. Now back to the anchor desk.
Now, let's learn how to maintain our engine from Colin and Aaron.
Today, I will show you how to maintain your engine. Oh yeah!
The first step in checking your engine is checking the oil. Take out the dipstick. Wipe off all the excess oil. Redip the dipstick. If it's above the safe line, you're all good. The next step is checking your transmission fluid. The same steps follow as for checking your oil. Redip the stick, wipe off, redip it again. If it's above the safe line, you're all good. If your windshield is not clean and no liquid is coming out, refill your washer fluid as seen here. Next is checking your air filter. The air filter helps your engine breathe and run a whole lot better. To verify your tire pressure, look inside your driver's side door to see what tire pressure is.
What is the capital of Florida?
I'm just gonna guess and say Miami. Tampa?
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
Who was the 46th president of the United States?
Trick question. That's a trick question.
Okay.
There's not a 42nd.
I'm gonna guess JFK, but I don't think that's right. There is no 46th president of the United States.
What is the southernmost U.S. state?
I'm just gonna. It's not Georgia. Is it Georgia? Is it Georgia? It's not Georgia. Probably like Florida.
Florida. That would also be. It would either be Florida or Texas, but I'm gonna go with Florida.
I don't know.
What is the capital of Korea?
Korea.
Which Korea?
North Korea.
Pyongyang, I think.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
What is Tennessee's state animal?
I don't think we have a state animal, do we? It's not a raccoon.
Davy Crockett.
Isn't it a mockingbird?
Like mockingjay.
A bird?
It says Tennessee have a state animal.
It is a.
This past Monday, our girls soccer team ended their season in the regional championship game with a loss of 3-1. And the AHS varsity volleyball team also finished their season in a loss in regionals, as well as over the fall break. Congratulations to both teams and an overall successful season.
Next Friday is our last home football game, so make sure you come out for the last one for the year to support your football team and your marching band. Basketball and wrestling season is almost upon us. We will have those schedules for you and let you know what games are upcoming.
That's all we have for you today, Tigers.
Have a great week and good luck in quarter 2.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.